As the first marshal for the class of 2020, I, in addition to the rest of the class committee, have been working really hard to ensure that we have a joyous celebration and time during the online graduation ceremony, while knowing that nothing can replace the blissfulness and the joy of being on campus. I like to think that in the long run, this is going to bring our class and our community even closer by allowing us to realize what we didn't get to have and acting in accordance to that, to just make the future years as incredible as possible.
Seven months ago, a group of seniors involved in the Harvard dance community came up with the idea of creating an independent dance show entitled Like a Good Conversation. Moving off campus as a response to the COVID-19 pandemic meant saying goodbye to dance and to each other, which felt surreal and incomplete. Sitting in our respective homes across the country, we wanted to continue to make art together in these new circumstances. This dance film is a goodbye of sorts, but more so a celebration of making dance in the age of Zoom, of maintaining connection through creating and sharing, and of staying hopeful for what's to come.
All right, so let's get...
I began the FaceTime photo shoots because I was looking for a new creative project that allowed me to be socially distant, but allowed me to do something that I really enjoy, which is photography. As a result of this project, I've been able to share images with my friends that they've enjoyed and produce my own work. It's been technically challenging as I've had to direct using only my voice, which has been a very new experience for me, but I'm glad that there's been a positive reception to the work.
2, 1. Okay, got it.
After my family had to close 4 of our 5 restaurants because of the pandemic, my dad came to me with the idea for Feed the Frontlines, which was a way to feed hospital workers battling the pandemic who didn't have time to get themselves food, while also finding a way to bring our restaurant staff back to work. And since it started, we have been working around the clock to bring more restaurants on board to help out with the efforts, and we've also expanded to feed New Yorkers experiencing food insecurity. As soon as we came up with the idea for Feed the Frontlines, a bunch of my Harvard classmates decided to get involved, and my friend Edith Hurwitz helped me build the website in 18 hours, and as soon as we launched it, we received so much support. We raised $12,000 in the first 8 hours, and since then, a bunch of my other classmates have gotten involved working on sponsorships, working on social media, so it's really been a team effort with a bunch of my classmates who were all kicked off campus and are looking for ways to be helpful even as they're staying at home during the crisis.
Thank you.
Alright, so we just dropped off 100 lunches at one of the buildings for the West Side Federation for Senior and Supportive Housing. They're getting some chicken and pasta and sandwiches for today, and this is our second delivery to this group of supportive housing residences. And so we're excited that we're going to start delivering more and more to them as the crisis starts to shift away from the hospitals.
Over the second half of the semester, I decided to try to pick up yoga. During lacrosse season, we would do it once a week to work on recovery, and I found it really beneficial. So I decided why not try a new challenge, and so I've been doing it every day since and working on my mobility, flexibility, and body control. And it's definitely a very humbling experience being a beginner on this end, but I've been really enjoying the challenge so far.
Every day I upload a short harp video to my Instagram story. I started doing this on March 25th, 10 days after getting home to Pennsylvania because I hadn't practiced at all since moving out. This was initially just a way to keep myself accountable because I had 3 pieces to memorize by early May. So they started off as practice videos, but pretty quickly evolved to include fun songs that people request and new pieces I've always wanted to learn. It's been really comforting to have a small daily routine and to also share music with friends even though we're now scattered all around the world.
So I have a paper that's supposed to be 20 pages long, and I found out yesterday that it was due 4 days ago. My teacher said I had until midnight tonight to do it. It is 8:51, and I am 1 word in. How the f*** did I get into Harvard?
So like many other people during quarantine, I've been spending quite a lot of time on TikTok, and I downloaded it back in December when my younger cousins were showing me the app, but I didn't take it very seriously. And then when I was back home, I had all this extra time on my hands, so I decided to kind of use this app as a creative outlet for myself. TikTok has also kind of pushed me to reflect on my own Harvard experience as I create content that is about the student experience.
Hey, walk it like I talk it, 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 woo.